All right, it's the after show, man.
Boy,
Jones.
man, telling me. Boy, I tell you what, man, what a crazy night of fights, man, and it ended with a shocking result. I wasn't expecting that at all, man. I mean, what'd you think? Yeah,
he was really catching it though. He was getting pounded.
He was getting pieced up.
Over 300 in the stream right now. Hit that thumbs up button, and thank you all for tuning in. We're gonna go through this event, but how do we all feel about what went on tonight? I mean, man,
let us know. I mean, it started off with fireworks. Connor came in early, laying some nice calf kicks.
Nice kicks.
Yeah. Yeah, that was super unexpected from everybody, considering Dustin did that the second fight. That's what hurt Connor originally. And then, I mean, and then they squared, it squared off. Connor got him, they got to the ground, and Connor got him in a tight little guillotine. Looked like it was kind of tight, man. I thought he was going to choke him out for a second there. I really did.
Yeah, he slipped. Man, if he kept that on him, it would have been over. Would have been good, but he wasn't able to keep that, Yeah,
he wasn't able to keep it, and they were grounded, pounding. They were raining some blows. Dustin was hitting with some elbows. Connor was fighting back, landed a couple landed a nice up kick, a clean up kick, and then they squared up. 14 seconds to go, squared up, and Connor, they had an exchange, and all of a sudden, end of the round. My man snapped his ankle.
Yeah.
Snapped his ankle. The Irish
Did he snap his own ankle though?
Yeah. That's going to be the discussion that's talked about, because they exchanged. They looked like they exchanged, and I couldn't tell if they landed real quick. But then he took a wild step back, man, and snap. There it went right there, man. It was.
We have over 1,100 people watching live right now. Hit the thumbs up button, and feel free to let us know how you feel about this fight tonight.
Yeah, no doubt.
I feel like Connor's just not as strong as this guy too, man.
Yeah, Dustin's tough.
Dustin's got some strength, man, and you could see it. You could see it on the last fight too.
Yeah.
He really overpowered him, and you're seeing it again on this fight.
You did. You're absolutely right.
He did hurt him a few times, Connor, with them kicks, bro.
Yeah, man, them kicks were key. I thought them kicks were were real slick, because you don't expect that from Connor. He came out full MMA style. He was giving you kicks. He looked good on his feet. He was real nimble. He was real light. He was switching up stance. So Dustin, he went traditional style. He started out, stepping off, and then he went traditional, so Dustin couldn't land the kicks to the nerve on the back of the calf. So it was kind of frustrating. But when they exchanged, brother, they lit it up. It was real nice to see, man. I don't want to say it failed to live up to the hype, but it certainly was. I was hyped, and I thought it was a good. I mean, it only lasted one round, but I thought it was a hell of a one round. I really did. I really did. I mean, salutes to everybody that's in here, man. Smack the button if you're joining us.
We have 2,100 people watching live right now.
Absolutely.
I'd love to know how you guys feel about it. I will try to go through the chat as much as I can. Obviously, can't get to everyone. We have super chats too. If you want to send a super chat with your thoughts, we definitely will get to it tonight.
Yeah.
Pretty disappointing. The fight before that was really awesome.
My boy Gilbert Burns and Steve
Burns came through.
The Wonder Boy.
Great fight. But I know everyone wants to talk about this right here.
Yeah, right here is where the juice is at tonight, because what I'm worried about is, I like Conor McGregor. I like everything he brings to the table, from the hype to the fight to the money Mac talk that he brings. But his legacy is going to take a dip after this. I mean, and I hate to say that, but there's a lot of fish in the sea, especially in this weight class. And there really is, and with this right here, with Dustin Poirier locking this up, he's gonna be fighting Charles Oliveira for the title here real soon.
So for people that didn't see the fight, unfortunately, Conor McGregor had his ankle, leg. We don't know if it's the ankle or the leg. Basically, the leg broke, and they had to stop the fight, unfortunately. So really sucks because we really wanted to see a good fight, right? And it was exciting. It was really exciting. You know, at one point, man, them blows were out of control. We got a caller in here. Let's get to a caller. What's up, man?
Oh, hi, hello.
God, he's picking his nose and everything. What's going on, dude? How did you feel about the fight tonight?
You know, I was looking for a free stream, and I clicked on your video, and I was a little thrown off from I saw the break ankle, so that kind of shook me a little bit, and I'm watching it. I'm like, what? But no, I haven't watched it.
Yeah, yeah, you can. I'm sure you can find places like you can watch it. It's all over Twitter now. It didn't look that graphic when I caught it. Did you? Maybe you got a different angle of it, George? Yeah, thanks for calling in, bro.
Yeah, no doubt. You know the thing about it was, Delz, is that nobody knew it happened. You know, they exchanged and it like Conor got rocked. And when he fell back, it was because
he fell back, and it looked like he got rocked, but he didn't get rocked because he didn't hit him yet. He just fell on his ass, and I think it confused a lot of us watching, right, guys?
It confused the hell out of me when I saw it, brother, and it did live up to the hype. You know, I mean, I want to say it did. I mean, that at least that round did to me, and it didn't take away from the card. It was a beautiful card. But this fight right here, I feel like it's going to hurt Conor's legacy. I mean, it was a hell of a fight. Conor and Dustin lined it up. They squared off. Conor came out with those kicks heavy, straight to the face.
Not for nothing. I don't mean to cut you off, but his legacy, how can you stop your leg from breaking, bro?
Okay, that leg snapping, you can't do nothing about it, man. I mean, when you step back.
I mean, you're kind of making it like it's his fault for breaking his fucking leg. Like his leg broke himself, no?
No, I know. But once you snap something like that, it's a road back, brother. You know what I'm saying?
No, I understand. I mean, look, there's going to be recovery. The recovery alone is going to be no joke, you know?
Yeah, but this fight though was crazy. I mean, it was just getting like started. I felt like it
was so intense.
The beef was just starting to cook. You know what I mean?
It was so intense, man. It just sucks the way it ended because of the fact that, you know, we've been waiting for this, man. This was going to end that trilogy. They were 1-1, and we wanted this, and this is just, it just sucks, bro, the way it ended.
It does. It sucks, but what
I mean, right there, that was the very beginning of the fight. How exciting was that?
I was pumped.
They didn't even hit gloves, nothing, man. They were ready for war, bro.
They were ready. They were
ready for war.
They were, man. Yo,
man, shout out to the chat in here. We got 36,000 people, 3,600 people, excuse me, up in here right now. Shout out to the Pineapple Posse in here. I see you.
Randy Watson. I see you, homie. That's what's up. I see everybody, man. You know, this fight, it was a letdown. Let's just be honest, man, because we wanted to see it. We wanted to see it.
The card was good, though. Randy, yes. You know, he's saying the card was good. It was a good card. I was enjoying it. You know, the Burns fight was great.
The Burns fight was great with Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Let's be honest.
And he called out dude after.
When my man, he did call out a few people, does he? But you know, I think one of the highlights of the night was when my boy Tua knocked out Greg Hardy and took that shoe to the face. You know what I'm saying? To start doing a little shoey. I think that was that one of the highlights.
You know, this guy, he's drinking out of cowboy boots. He's drinking out of he's a nut, right? He's crazy, man. We got slow motion. Look at him. Please. Slow motion drinking out of that. How great is
that? Everybody likes Tua, you know.
Look at him drinking out of that.
Tua's great, man. I love it. I love seeing him do that. You know, that's his thing. I was trying to figure out what shoe that was before I saw it. But
I can't even call it. I'm gonna be
I couldn't call it. It was great.
He's not. He just like drinking out of shoes.
I think he does. I think
he'll drink out of anything, man. Oh,
one of those fetishes, you know.
Yeah, that's what it looked like, man.
Oh, I absolutely love it, man. The card was great. You're absolutely right, Randy Watson. But this fight, though, this fight that we're talking about, I hate to see this happening in this way. It looked like if it was going to go into a second round, it was going to be an epic second round before this happened. I mean, these guys had a nasty exchange. And you're right, Juan. I don't think it was as bad as Anderson. And if you're correct, if you remember correctly, Anderson came back and had a lightweight little run before he called it quit. And times change over the course of 10 years too. So with medical technology and things like that, Conor will be back to fighting this time next year in a big boy fight in the arena. It'll sound just as rocking as it was tonight. Let's be honest. Conor's the ultimate salesman and the ultimate hype man in the UFC. He's a moneymaker. You know what I'm saying?
Big money draw.
Yeah.
Listen, casuals come out to watch.
Yeah. So
that's
he'll
what
be
it comes down to. People that may not even necessarily love UFC like a lot of you do, they're gonna pay for this fight. Conor McGregor. So, how long do you think recovery would be?
A year. A clean year. It depends on. We got to wait and see what the X-rays will show. But you got to think at least a year to get back to
the too.
Yeah, I mean,
how long did the fight go? What was it? 2 rounds, right? Or was it 3? It was 3, right?
What, this round, this fight right here?
The fight. How long did it go? 3 rounds, correct?
Brother, I felt like it was just 1 round, man, between Dustin. Dustin and Conor. Absolutely.
Oh, was it 1 round?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It was a one.
The link is in the. I'll throw the link in the chat, Ty.
It was a
real round. It was 1 round. I'm sure.
It was a real quick one hitter quitter, man. And like I said, I mean, Delz, me and you were watching this fight. We were hyped, and going into that second round, I know you were just as hyped as I was. We were standing up. I know you were hyped watching this shit. Like, oh, come on.
We were talking on the phone while this was going on. I
mean, this was crazy. I mean, I was pumped. I was standing up because this second round was shaping up to be something we'll never forget. And unfortunately, I thought it was going. Everything was fine. I look away for a second, look back. Everybody's crowding around the great Irishman. And they showed his leg. And I said, you got to be shitting me. I really did.
Well, look, one thing for sure, this wasn't a win.
You don't call it a win?
How can you call this a win if his leg broke?
I mean, unfortunately, a win's a win. It's a technical knockout.
I don't know, bro. They got to fight again if it can happen. We don't know how serious this is going to be.
Well, I'll be real with you. In my mind, I understand exactly what you're saying. If Conor makes his comeback and stuff,
you got to fix your audio. It's really bad.
These two will meet down the road again, whether it's next year, the year after, or something like that. This is a fight.
It's not a win.
Okay, Tara.
Better?
Okay, Tara.
When you move that camera, it's making a lot of noise. So fix that, please.
Yo, we have 2,400 people here. All we ask that you enjoy this content. We're talking about this fight right here. Smack the like button. It's Conor McGregor and Dustin Poirier 3. What an ending to a classic trilogy right here. Will it continue? Nobody knows, but this fight was outrageous. Delz, so when you were watching this fight, Delzy, let me just say, what did you think about Conor right away, man? He looked great, didn't he? You know what I'm saying? Didn't he look good?
Yeah, he reminded me of a little bit of the older Conor. He was walking in there with the energy, with the,
right.
He walk in, right? Yeah. I was feeling it, bro. I was like, oh, we're up for something. Something's coming on with it,
He looked so good, man. I just didn't understand. I guess that's just the way things go sometimes. That happened to Chris Weidman earlier this year.
I don't. As much as I'm a fan of Conor McGregor, I can't even. I'm like stumbling speaking because I hate to say this. Conor was not winning that round.
Yeah. Not at all.
He was getting clocked left and right. Big shots, elbows. He had him in the guillotine, and then he tried to get it again on him.
He did.
He tried to get it again on him, but he was. I just feel like he lost a lot of strength, man.
No, what happened? I tell you what it was. Not only that his arms was gassed, but Poirier is a technical grappler, so there was no way in hell that he was gonna lock on that guillotine while he was on his back. Being that Conor McGregor is not really good on the ground. Danny Poirier is a better technical grappler than that, way better than that. So that was just those are the breaks, no pun intended.
Yeah,
so. you know, it is what it is. I'm
Yeah.
this is my thing here. You know, y'all know that. So
Yeah, it's
you know, there was no hope. There was no hope. He was saved by the horn, and there's just not. Despite a fracture or not, I mean, it wasn't going to turn out well for McGregor.
I agree with what you said, Ty. You know, Herb Dean definitely could have stopped that, should have stopped that fight. I think, you know, what was going on, but he let it go. It is a big money fight. It is the main event. You know what I'm saying? It is Conor McGregor, so he let it go. And then they stood up, and you saw what the result was, Ty. I mean, my man stepped back off that left foot, and good night, Irene. It snapped like a toothpick. You know what I'm saying?
The bottom line is unfortunate that it ended that way. You know, I was saying my wishes out to him.
It was sad to see that, man. You know,
because
the truth of the matter is, this may be the end of his career.
Well, you know how it goes. If you're an avid fan of the product, you already know how this goes. You know, we've seen it happen to Silva, we've seen it happen to Chris Weidman, and now we've seen it happen to this guy. So it was like you said, Delz. It was Killer McGregor. It was Killer McGregor this time around.
Yeah, he looked clean, didn't he? He had the eye of the tiger back. He looked like Rocky went after Rocky got beat by Clubber Lang and then went and trained with Apollo and came back. He had the eye of the tiger tonight, it looked like, didn't it, Delz? He had the eye of the tiger, didn't he?
Dude, his energy was crazy, bro.
His chest was puffed out. He was taking his vitamins, saying his prayers, you know what I'm saying, eating raw eggs. He looked good tonight, man.
And not only that, he looked in so much better physique than his last fight with Daniel Poirier.
That aura wasn't there that we're used to, right?
Man, the crowd was rocking, though. The Irish hymns were coming out. Sidney O'Connor was playing in the background, and he came out with Biggie. It was popping, man. The energy was there, wasn't it, Randy?
Oh yeah. You gotta keep in mind too with COVID too, man. You know, like people are ready to go out and I mean, this is effing exciting. You know,
Vegas is rocking tonight too. People in. I saw Justin Bieber. I saw the what was it? Megan Fox and her man. What's his name?
Machine Gun Kelly.
Machine Gun Kelly. Everybody was in.
Nice score right there, Machine Gun Kelly. I see you. Shout out to Steve Redman all the way from Italy. Shout out to Zach in here.
I don't think he's done it all now, Pac. You know, the thing about that is when you say that, he's only a 30-something-year-old man. You know what I'm saying? He's not an old guy.
32.
Yeah, 32. Come on, man. I'll trade a pinky toe. But real talk, man. I mean, 32 years old, in shape, moving and grooving with all the money in the world to get him back. He'll be back in a year's time. He'll have a little tune-up fight. If he wins that, then we can talk. You know what I'm saying? He might fight somebody. But this division's lit up. This just sets up Dustin the Diamond Poirier. He'll be fighting Charles Oliveira for the lightweight title here.
Which I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that.
In about 6 months in December. But this fight, it was shaping up to be so good. It was a letdown overall. The card was great, but this fight, I mean, you ask anybody up here, going into that second round, I was licking my lips, filling up my bowl of cereal. Like, I can't wait. I was pumped. And then
I was very excited.
Yeah, and then turned around, he's surrounded by the medical team. I'm like, what's wrong with him? What's wrong with him?
You know, it was so funny. From further analysis, it turns out that it was from a check. When he kept chopping his legs up, kept chopping up Daniel Poirier's legs. And that check, when Daniel Poirier checked the leg kick, that definitely sparked something down there in that upper ankle. For sure. We don't see it.
My man has them chicken littles for legs, though. If you notice, watch McGregor bounce around. He's got some thin mitts down there for some calves, man.
I just find it very interesting,
picking, bro.
Yeah, I just find it very interesting that those leg kicks were in the beginning of the match.
Fast forward to
5 minutes later.
He was going straight leg kick.
But then from a missed punch.
Yeah,
it happens at the end of the fight.
You know how
the human anatomy is a very interesting thing. I'll tell you that much.
My man, you damn right about that. But Ty, you know how this goes. Blink of an eye, this whole fight thing changes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, Conor has him in a two-hand guillotine, comes down to one arm. Now Dustin's on top of him and a ground and pound from hell. Elbows. It's raining elbows and knuckles. You know what I'm saying? Conor ate about 5 knuckle sandwiches.
Though I want to ask both of you guys too. Though there also could be a possibility that it could have been from the head kick when he was the up kick when he was laying down.
Yeah,
he was laying on his back and he did kick him in his head.
That was, and you're right.
It could have been that too.
Aha. Aha.
Aha.
Think about it. Because if you notice, because if you paid attention, if you run it back on your own time, not here, but if you run it back on your own time, there was a moment where Daniel Poirier stood up and complained to the ref.
Tired, man. Tired.
Either from hooking up his gloves and or hurt a snap.
Ty, you call him Daniel one more time, man. I'm a fly up to New York, man. We're gonna have round one ourselves, man. You know what I'm saying? It's Dustin, Ty. It's Dustin. Dustin.
I keep saying Daniel. It's Dustin. Dustin.
I say that with love, my brother. You know
Mama
that.
named him Dustin. We gonna call him Dustin.
Hey, listen,
He ain't no
man.
Daniel.
Listen, man. I don't have to do a Conor McGregor rant now, okay?
Nah, you done it all,
Against you
baby. You know
guys.
what's up. But yo, hey, let me ask you one time. What you think?
Yeah, look, he said every fighter has his day, Graham.
What you think? What you think about Greg Hardy and Tui Valor going at it, man? How
He got
about
what
that?
he deserved.
Yeah, but Greg looked huge, didn't he? If anybody doesn't know, Greg Hardy is that former defensive end for the Carolina Panthers that has a history. You know what I'm saying?
Who's a PUSSY. So yeah, he deserves it.
Yeah,
that's what you get for beating women.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
Wow.
You know, yeah. He
deserved to get his ass whipped. Fuck him.
I didn't. Yeah, I feel you on that. I mean, I totally
don't put your
understand
hands
that.
on no woman, man. You don't put your hands on no woman.
He has been on a tear, and he's
been on a tear, and he met his maker.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about another fight, man.
Yeah. Moving forward, I thought that that the fight between Wonder Boy and Gilbert Burns doesn't mean you watched that. That was a heck of a fight, wasn't it?
That was a good fight. I was very disappointed. I wanted
Wonder Boy to win that?
Absolutely. But he had to redeem himself after that fight against Usman. Because Usman, he had to teach him. So he learned. And he showed his skills against Wonder Boy Thompson. I got to give it up to them.
Me and Delz, he like Gilbert Burns.
Yeah, we were rooting for Burns, man. We were watching the fight together. We were rooting for Burns.
Yeah,
I give it up to him.
Burns looked good. I liked it the one time they were locked up on the cage.
Shout out to Drew Doe and the Carolina guys. You know, shout out to him.
They were punching each other at the same time. They were just socking each other. I was weak. But Burns looked good. You know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. It might look boring, but you got to win to stay on top. He wants another shot at the title, man. You know what I mean? But, man, I don't feel bad for Conor. I don't.
Why?
Conor will be right back in it here real soon. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
First, I just don't, man. I don't. He's got bread. He's fine.
As an athlete, I take injuries very, very seriously. And I don't like the guy. But just like Spider-Man said, be humble, but humble never stumbles. Apparently he stumbled. So that's what happened. And I just wish him all the best. And he'll be back real soon. I'm not looking forward to it, but he'll be back real soon. I'm looking for Dustin Poirier and his next fight. You guys.
Yeah, man, it should be a nice fight. That next fight will be against Charles Olivier, but it will be against Charles Olivier for the lightweight title. And it'll probably happen around the New Year, like right around Christmas time, simply because that's how Dana White likes to do it. He likes to put on the explosion around that time of the year, and that's what it'll be. But this fight tonight, I thought everything lived up to the billing. I didn't like Sean O'Malley. You know, he was supposed to fight this guy, he was supposed to fight that guy. Then they finally just went out to Vegas and said, who wants to earn a quick $5,000, and found a tomato can for the guy to fight. The guy was a heck of a fighter. I can't tell you his name, but Sean O'Malley came out on top. The female fight was good. We already covered the other one. And then moving forward, the Gilbert Burns fight was great. The only thing that lackluster, the fireworks, this thing lived up to all the billing. This last fight had all the fireworks. Going into that second round, we were pumped. And then you take your eyes off the screen for 30 seconds, and my man's got every doctor in the world but Dr. Seuss looking at his ankle. And you got to say, what the hell's going on? You know what I'm saying? What's cracking here? You know what I'm saying? We got everybody in there looking at my man.
I'm surprised wasn't over there.
Yeah, no doubt. We had everybody in there. And I said, oh, shit. No. Oh, it's over. Like that. And you don't want to say, Delz, you said this ain't really a win. So what do you call it then?
He couldn't fight.
So what do you call it? A draw?
Dr. Stoppage.
Let me ask you a question. When he was squaring up, he didn't get hit. He just his leg his leg hurt him, and then he fell back. Correct? He wasn't even hit.
That I believe that is correct. Yeah.
Well, they both missed the punch. Yeah, they both swung and a miss. What are you getting to?
What I'm saying is, when he fell back to the ground and grabbed, and then he came up and attacked him, and then they stopped the fight because they realized he was hurt, right?
Yeah, they didn't realize they was hurt, but I don't know.
No, you're not listening. You're not letting me speak. Give me a second, bro. He fell back. He fell on the ground. That's when his leg broke. He put too much weight on his leg, I think, and that's why his shit was fucked up. You understand?
Yeah.
And then that's when dudes started pounding on him, and then he realized he was hurt, and then they stopped the shit.
Yeah, I wonder how they came to that.
It's not like, let's say he kicked him in the leg and then his leg broke or something like that.
Oh, thank God!
Right.
Thank God that happened.
Yeah, he said he clapped himself. Like he
did.
That's the only reason why I say that. Now, if he hit him in the leg and his leg broke, then he gets the W, in my opinion.
But in your point of view, just to tap on that,
please.
He didn't. So he caused his own loss. There's no loss. It shouldn't be looked at or maybe celebrated as big of a win as if he knocked him out, right?
Yeah, but at the same time, when I play devil's advocate, that leg didn't just break by itself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean something happened.
It happened maybe from his kicks, you know,
and you know what?
From his own kicks, you know.
Yeah, that could something happen. You're right. Remember when, like Ty said, he might have up kicked him in the kisser one time and snapped that ankle when he was doing it.
That's what
he wouldn't be able to stand up. Maybe it tenderized it or something. But
absolutely, he was chopping his legs up anyway in the beginning, so it happens, you know. But definitely, I think it was definitely from that up kick because you remember you heard Joe Rogan mention it. And Cormier, it was he nailed him with the up kick.
Yeah, that was, and then remember, and then he came down and started hitting with elbows right after that because he closed the gap because that up kick did land. You don't want to get knocked out with an up kick. That'll probably be embarrassing as shit. You know what I'm saying?
I believe what you and Delz or what y'all saying is what transpired. You know, it's definitely what happened. I think
the
think
creepy
that's what
cold
happened.
guy in the chat says luck. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and my man Sean calls it unauthorized win. My man M 1984 said he was doing the stanky leg the whole night. But yeah, it does suck, but it's a legit loss, like my man, the Minnesota Monster, Jake Rhino says. So, yeah, you know, I mean, it is what it is. I agree with my man. A win is a win. But like Luis Martinez says in the chat, in a sport like football, if you miss a touchdown pass and lose the Super Bowl, it's still a loss. Same here. It's a sport. My man lost.
That is true. That is true.
Do y'all feel like you and Jones, Delz and Jones? Do y'all feel like y'all been cheated out, or y'all pretty satisfied, or you just?
Yeah, I got my money's worth.
Yeah,
what about you, Delz?
I just hate that we didn't get like a full fight. You know,
I agree. I agree to that.
But that's just the way it worked out. You can't get mad at these guys. You know what I mean?
No.
Something like that. What are we gonna do? His ankle broke. There's nothing we can do about it, right?
Nothing. That's where cookie crumbled tonight.
That's scary.
You know, when you pay for these fights and you see like a first round knockout, just someone get clocked in the chin or a submission hold. That sucks, you know.
Yeah, man.
It's always a gamble, these fights, when you pay for them.
Yeah.
Too, right? You don't know what you're gonna get. You know, Peter says it was absolutely brutal. Shout out to everyone in here. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button. Peter, Stretch, everyone in here. Thank you all for tuning in to tonight's show. And we try to do shows when there's big events, you know, going live. So make sure to subscribe if you're new.
Yeah,
and hit the thumbs up. Y'all want to send love? There's the donations. You can send the super chats. And if you want us to talk about anything, feel free to. We also have the Cash App running across the screen.
You know,
I tried to send a super chat before I cammed on and didn't let me. I don't know why.
Really?
I just want to let you know that. Yeah, I just want to let you know that.
Oh, that sucks.
I had commented that was nasty. Hashtag TSA, hashtag boom. That's what I had put. I don't know if it came up or not, but that's what I put. I put money in it, but I don't know what happened. I just want to let you know in case you get an error or something.
I tell you what, Vegas was rocking tonight.
Oh man, can you imagine being in that building?
I can't wait to get out there next month. I mean, in September. I can't wait. It was popping tonight, man. It looked good. Vegas is the city to be in right now. I mean, think about it, it's only 11 o'clock out there. It's booming right now, man.
Oh, absolutely.
That win. You know, it is sad because Conor McGregor, no matter you hate him or love him, you know what I'm saying? He is a monster. I mean, he's one of the best MMA fighters. You know, he does have a legacy. However, his legacy, I don't want to say it was tainted tonight with that, was it? What do you think?
I don't think so. Not one bit.
Not with a freak injury like that?
Not in my opinion. What do you think, Ty?
No, despite the dislike I have for him, I don't think his legacy is tainted.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
gonna concur. I don't know if it's gonna be tainted. Only way it could be is that when he does come back and he's a shell of his former self. Because the last fight, he was a shell of his former self.
He was.
And then this year he was in prime performance, peak performance, and this unfortunate situation happened. I can't really decide that, Delz. I'm gonna have to take back my statement. I'm either with you and Jones, man. I don't know.
Well, only time will tell, right? Only time.
Yeah, that's a long recovery, man. You know, like speaking of injuries, man, you heard what happened to Bailey. 9 months.
With Bailey too, man. That's terrible. But look, this has happened so fast. We don't even really know the exact extent
it could be a
of
lot
this
worse.
injury, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to put that in perspective.
I'm just hoping he ends up okay.
Of the injury, we don't know. And I did miss a super chat from. Oh no, unless he just sent it already. Yeah, he just sent it. I didn't get your super chat, Ty.
Okay.
The records.
No
who do you think Conor should fight next if he does?
Got you.
That's a great question, man. Peter, before we can answer your question, man, I think you're new to the channel. This is a little thank you. That's the ultimate compliment, the super chat. So we got to hit you with the ultimate Delz.
Boom, boom, boom. What's good?
What's good is Peter. Alex, thank you so much from your boy DJ Delz and the gang.
I like
so,
that.
Ty,
like
who would you like to see him fight next if he recovers and he's able to?
You know, I'll go ahead and go ahead, Ty, please. I didn't hear you.
No. I didn't even go ahead. Please, I want to know what you got to say.
What I think the perfect fight for him when he comes back, if this guy's willing. He's on a losing streak. They were supposed to fight in the past. I think Tony Ferguson versus Conor McGregor would be an absolute fantastic fight and good for the billing.
Shoot, I forgot about that.
To see Conor come back. You know, at one time they're supposed to fight. It never developed into it because of Khabib. He ruined those plans. They never could match make it up. But being the fact that Tony Ferguson's on a little losing streak, that fight could materialize back into something to be a real nice gem, to be honest with you. Or that or Justin Gaethje would be my plan B.
Oh, shit, not Gaethje.
Yeah, I took two big boys.
That sounds good to me, dude. What do you think?
I was being sarcastic with not Gaethje.
Right, I was being sarcastic.
Right. All three need a win.
Yeah.
All three needs a win.
Tony Ferguson sounds sexy though, don't it?
Yeah, I feel bad for him, man. He needs to bounce back, man.
Chewy's tough. That'll be a good fight, bro.
Yeah, El Cucuy?
Yeah, Cucuy or him, or behind the scenes during the weigh-ins and stuff, during the ceremonial weigh-ins during this fight, him and Rafael Dos Anjos got into a scrap. I watched on the Embedded episode, the vlog Embedded's on volume 6. So, you know what I'm saying? I think that could be a good fight too. But Peter, man, you asked that question. I see you moving and grooving in our wonderful Hall of Fame chat here at 1:09 in the morning on July the 11th. Let me know what you think. Who do you think Conor should fight?
Yeah, and chat in general, and people on the playback watching.
Please,
we want to know. That's why we are live. We are here for y'all. Shit. We're trying to give you some entertainment on the late night. Let us know what you think, please.
Super late night, you guys are in here. Who do you think, Peter? Peter Alex, let me know. Let us know. I see you, creepy cold guy. You're creeping around in the chat. Let us know what you think too, my man. ALD, I see you guys. Hit the subscribe button. This content you see on the Delz show.
And shout out to Loud Pack Zach.
Oh man,
Graham said Conor will be back. I believe so too.
Yeah, I hope he'd be the same, man, because I really missed that Conor that we got tonight from his past as well. I was happy to see him in full form. But it hurts me, man. It's a fan of the sport, you know. It just hurts me a lot. You know, I know it hurts you as well. You can not like a guy so much, man, but you just don't want to see nothing happen to him like that.
Nah,
you know? A lot of excitement to the sport. You got to admit that. You know,
he used to be accused of being a plant. He used to be accused of being a plant, man. And you know, he med this company money, and he showed up. He showed up and showed out. But you know, hey, you know, what are you gonna do? It's an injury.
Let's all three be honest. He's the biggest draw the UFC's ever seen.
Of course, he's the money maker.
Come on.
Yeah, the closest thing to him is Israel Adesanya right now. So you know,
I think Izzy's tough. There's a lot of people, you know, even Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz sells out of stadium. You know what I'm saying? Somebody like that. It's all about the following. You got that right, Ty. You know what I mean? 100,000.
We think about this statement right here. Conor needs to retire. He's not on the top 5 level anymore.
Well, I think maybe not so much retire, but I would hate to see him be in the quote unquote journeyman column in the UFC, and I would hate for him to happen to him from recovering from an injury, being able to fight, but not being full form as a fighter, like a shell of his former self. I don't want that.
The piggyback off what my man Ty, the great legend Woods says, you know what I'm saying? I think Conor, my man with the Borat down there, he said the right thing. I mean, Conor I don't think he's a top 5 fighter either. There's a lot, you know, you got Charles Oliveira, you got my man Dustin Diamond. I mean, but when you think about it, Conor kind of lost that steam because a few years ago, my man was fighting. He was a 2-time champ. He was a champ. He was the first time ever in UFC. You know, then he went on to fight Mayweather. Then then he lost to Diaz, and you know things happen. But when you're making that much money in the spotlight all the time, have you ever seen Rocky 3? Like I said, man, you know he has to go back to his roots. He has to go back to the streets of Dublin and find that steam that he lost. You know what I'm saying? Come back, but best believe this right now: when he makes that comeback next year, everybody in the world's gonna tune in. It's gonna be a money maker. I mean,
he's a draw, bro. He got the gift of gab on the mic. You know, I mean, I really think one day this guy will be in WWE too, or one of these.
Gotta be.
That was supposed to happen too. It's funny you mentioned that, Delz. Good call. That's supposed to happen. Yeah, I remember that.
Dude, do you realize McGregor and Floyd Mayweather went on a damn tour? He just stood on the stage and just talked shit about each other, and it was filled with thousands and hundreds of thousands. I mean, how many people were in there? Not hundreds there, but there was a lot of freaking people in there. They went on a tour to all the big cities, filled up those arenas, just them talking shit to each other before that fight. He could talk, man, and that's part of the reason. Besides his fighting skills, of course, that man could talk. He's a star, you know. He's captivating. You don't have to like him or not, but he's captivating. So.
Yeah, he's one of the Logans of the UFC, to tell you the truth. One of the Pauls, Definitely one of the Pauls of the UFC.
I agree with you, and I agree with 9545G. He said Conor hasn't been the same since losing to Khabib. Salutes. I agree 1,000%.
100%.
Khabib took that steam out of him. My man.
Khabib really did his damn thing, man.
Yeah, I mean, Khabib was wrestling. Come on, let's be honest. Khabib was fighting bears when he was 9 years old in his backyard, out there, in the streets. In the streets.
Yo, that video was crazy, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
they were cubs, right? They weren't like big bears. Though.
Yeah, it was a cub.
Okay, but you know what I'm saying? Our parents were throwing us in the cubs.
I mean, I wasn't hanging out in the backyard with my G.I. Joe's wrestling figures and a bear, you know, trying to put
a bear.
You know, a bear didn't chokehold or nothing, you know.
I remember this conversation just now reminded me of when I heard on a podcast. It was like, yeah, you know, he was fighting a bear. And he was like, yeah, but it wasn't a bear, it was a cub. He was like, "Nah, man, a bear's a bear." Like,
yeah, the bear is a bear. That damn bear is strong as all hell, right?
My man LOL was in here earlier, and I see him in here again. He said McGregor will probably fight Jake Paul when he gets better. He will never fight for the belt ever again. He will not be the same. He relied on his feet. That he did. He's quick on his feet, and he looked real nimble, real clean tonight. But you know what? That Jake Paul fight, that could be a big money grab. But Paul, Conor McGregor has too much to lose. Somebody like that, Paul, he ain't got nothing to lose. Fight McGregor, he loses, big deal. I'm a YouTuber.
Yeah, because he needs a W badly.
Yeah, we don't need any more exhibition.
Yeah, you ain't gonna get that. He's gonna fight somebody like I said, Tony Ferguson, Justin Gaethje, maybe RDJ, Rafael Dos Anjos, RDA. I'm sorry. The Walking Frankenstein. I think one of those three guys would be my bet when it comes back. And guess what? Everybody in this chat and everybody around the world will be tuned in to that fight. Trust me, my man will be back. He can
fight a cub and people are gonna watch. He can wrestle. He could box a damn kangaroo and people are gonna pay for that.
He can race a horse and we'd all tune in to see him race a damn kangaroo.
Are you lying if you ain't gonna agree with it?
My man Ocho Cinco is racing horses and shit. Chad Johnson. Let me tell you something. Conor McGregor could race a cheetah and we'd all pay $50 to watch that shit. Let's be honest, man. Let's be honest.
You can feed a cheetah and some of y'all
we watched the live stream, the 24-hour live stream of him.
If I could just sidetrack for just maybe 30 seconds.
Please, baby.
Speaking of racing, man, I'm so disappointed in how your shoe came out with the the Magnus Delz. I wasn't too happy about that. Yeah. I wasn't happy about that at all.
Yeah, what are we gonna do, man?
I don't know. What is there could come to be done?
I want to stay on topic over here with all due respect.
I gotta say, man, that fight tonight. Dustin Poirier really earned his stripes, man, to chime in. You know what I'm saying? He really did. Considering the fact that, he did get knocked out McGregor. He got the eye of the tiger. He came back. He fought those guys that we're talking about. He did fight Khabib. He went over to Dubai and did fight Khabib. You know what I'm saying? He did fight Justin Gaethje and won. I mean, he's earned his stripes. And now, after this technical win due to injury, he's gonna get to earn his stripes. Like I said again, against a lightweight champion, Charles Oliveira, who's a BJJ expert. He's a Brazilian jiu-jitsu guy. So that'll be a fun fight to watch, between the champ versus Dustin. You asking me? Early prediction now? I'm taking my money on Dustin the Diamond. You know what I'm saying? Poirier, baby, for an easy second round knockout. Dustin Poirier. Come December.
Jones, I want you guys to talk about this. I want Ty to start it off. Do you think Dustin knew his leg was broke and then when he started punching him?
No.
Well, no. I know you want a yes or no answer, but I still feel like
no, I don't want a yes or no answer.
Okay, I still feel like he knew from that head kick, from the up kick.
Oh, okay.
I started from the checks of the kicks when they were starting the beginning of the match, but something would have broke in the middle of that match because they was on foot most of the round. They was on feet. They were standing. I think that happened in the up kick.
Yeah, but Ty, that up kick when he stood up and they exchanged after that, man. They exchanged for the last 15 seconds, so he wouldn't have been that broke ankle brother in exchange anymore.
But he's okay.
My whole thing is, as I was saying earlier, he fell to the ground.
Right.
Like he was hurt. And then he came and hit him and pounded his ass.
Preach.
Right? Or I'm wrong.
That's what you're supposed to do when somebody falls. Attack.
Well, you saw my win. You saw my win before
when
the break.
There was that part toward the end where he literally just fell backwards like he was in pain with his foot hurt.
Were you talking about after the swing?
Yes.
Well,
that's what made him fall when it broke.
He felt it looked like it when he went.
What Rob Covers is asking is, well, he's saying what he's saying, but do you guys think that he knew his leg was broken at that point or no?
I don't know.
What I'm asking y'all.
I don't know, brother. I don't know, man. He said in the interview he knew it broke because he said he heard a snap in the interview. There was a post-fight interview, and Joe Rogan interviewed him, and he said, "Did you notice his like something?" And Poirier was like, "Yeah, he heard a snap."
Oh, he heard the snap. Then
Yeah, because he said McGregor was taking his fingers and holding his gloves down so he couldn't punch him. He was hooking his gloves, and he was like, he heard a snap, so he didn't know when. He said he think it was when he checked it. That's what he said in the interview. It's not for me. It's not past for me.
On the post interview.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, because we went live right after.
Yeah, we didn't see that necessarily.
Unfortunately.
But Ty, man, you know as well as I do. Until Quick Draw Herb Dean steps in, which he let these guys go for a while. He could have stopped it once before this. Let's be real. When you don't stop until you hear a whistle. You don't stop until that referee says stop. You think Conor would have stopped if Dustin snapped his foot? No, Conor.
I don't think so.
Too. Absolutely not.
I don't think so.
Conor's an asshole. Let's be honest. Conor's a great fighter, but he's an asshole.
So I don't think that he'll have that honor to do that. Honestly,
yeah. So he didn't know. Whether he broke his leg or not, it's not up to Dustin to stop the fight. You stop until that referee stops.
Yeah, well, that's his job to keep fighting, right? He's in the ring, getting paid a lot of money. He needs to keep fighting. I understand what you're 100.
You go in for the kill until that ref stops you.
They get paid a lot of money, these guys.
Conor jumps up all of a sudden and toe taps you in the face with a broken ankle.
That threw me off so much, though, when he tapped down like that.
Me too.
He got kicked off and fell back, and I was like, what the hell? What the hell's going on, right? Didn't that throw you off?
Yes, it did.
Buddy, I turned away for 2 seconds.
It reminded me of like when you see a botch wrestling move, like when they're going they're not communicating and he fell back. I'm like, what? What the hell's going on here, man?
Guys, I like Conor McGregor, guys. I really do.
You just said you hated him. What are you talking about?
I even had my Conor McGregor figure out tonight.
Yeah, I need one of those. I love that.
While I was watching the fight, you know what I'm saying? I had it up. But all I'm trying to say is I wish it was such fireworks. And when that happened, I was so looking forward to that second round, man. That second round was gonna be something special, bro. And it just ended. And I was like, shit. Is this really what's happening? This ain't happening. This ain't happening.
Do you think Conor had a chance against this guy?
No.
I think he overpowers Conor.
He had no chance. He had no chance, man.
This guy, Conor.
He was landing so many punches on him.
He was.
Elbows.
Conor. If you need, I know you guys watch a lot of the fights, and I'm sure y'all listen to commentary and analysis. There's something that was very, very alarming, and I felt that it was true. He's a sprinter, not a marathoner. So he has his steam in the beginning of the fights, but when it comes to the rest of the fight, Dustin Poirier goes all the way. You get what I'm saying? Because look how hot he was. McGregor was hot. Like he was.
Yeah, he was.
He was hot.
Good.
He was hot. And that's good.
Brother.
That's good. He's hot. But after a while, that endurance, that stamina, it could backfire, So I really believe that if that never happened, I wish it didn't happen. I hope he gets well. But however, I don't think, to answer your question, Delz, I don't think he would have had a chance, especially after the horn. Like he got saved by the horn. If we never knew it was a breakage, we didn't know it was a breakage. We didn't know. So he got saved by the horn, and I was excited for round 2. And then that happened.
We all were, brother. Round 2 was gonna be some Hagler Hearn shit. You know what I'm saying? Some Bo.
I hate what happened tonight, man.
Man, it blows me up. But I gotta agree with CLT Collector. He didn't like the fact that when you go to interview somebody when there's such agonizing pain. Because their mind isn't,
Joe Rogan went for an interview after, someone said.
Yeah, yes. And I've seen him do that before after people get knocked out. Like when John Jones knocked out Daniel Cormier with a head kick. He goes to interviews DC 30 seconds after he's knocked out. He doesn't even know what day it is. So you can't even know what the hell you're saying. So, Conor probably wasn't in the right mind state. He was hurt. He didn't care. Of course, he's going to be like, just leave me the hell alone.
Dustin, what if because it was Conor, it was okay?
Yeah,
Conor they have a special kind of relationship, those guys.
You know what I mean? What if it was Conor? It was okay because it's Conor, He was already yelling, saying that Dr. Stoppage, he's Dr. Stoppage, Dr. Stoppage. And, I would have wanted to hear. I'm with you on that though, Jones. Absolutely, but it's Conor McGregor. I think it gets a pass. But no, you're right though. You're right. You're right. You're right, Jones.
I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. Let me tell y'all something, man. Conor McGregor gets gassed. The longer it goes, the better chance you got. You know what I'm saying? Conor's gonna come out there. If you could take Conor deep into the fight, to the championship rounds, that 3rd, 4th, 5th round, your chances just grow and grow and grow. You know, I don't want to downplay the guy. I think he's a great fighter and everything, but real talk, I think homie smokes cigarettes, man. I really do. Really, I've always thought that Conor smoked cigarettes. He looks like the type to smoke cigarettes. I smoke cigarettes. Believe me, I only got 1 round to me and I'm gassed. If you get past that first round, man, you're going to win. I promise you that shit.
I never heard that before.
Promise you that shit.
He probably got the Stokes, you know?
Yeah, he's got something, man. I promise you, because he's gassed after 1 round. You know what I'm saying? Every time, man. These guys give out.
Yo, let's move on from that real quick.
Please.
So what are you excited for? What are you excited for with UFC this year? What do you want from UFC?
Well, I personally am excited for. I'm excited for this next coming fight coming up between my man Francis Ngannou and Derek Lewis to see who's gonna win. See about, you know what I'm saying, those two are gonna fight right now. I think that's a hell of a fight. Derek Lewis versus Francis Ngannou for the heavyweight title. Derek Lewis is a monster from Houston. Knock out anybody. And then when you go on to to Francis Ngannou, the guy's recorded punches that hit harder than a Ford Escort going 120 miles per hour. It's physically recorded. So to see whoever wins that fight is fighting John Jones. Because John Jones, everybody knows, has moved on and moved up to fight in the heavyweight division. So I'm looking for that to materialize, Delzy. I'm also in the light heavyweight division. I mean, in the middleweight division, looking for Izzy Adesanya, who is the next greatest thing in the UFC, in my opinion, to fight Robert Whittaker. And they're going to fight down in Izzy's home country of, I believe, New Zealand. They're going to go down there and fight.
I'm scared to see that fight.
That's going to be a big boy fight. That's going to sell out one of those big boy stadiums like a soccer stadium.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then one more fight I would like to see. I'd like to see my man Jorge Masvidal. I'd like to see him rebound from getting his first knockout ever against Carl, Usman. I'd like to see him fight Nate Diaz one more time, run that back for the BMF title, the baddest mofo title. I'd like to see run that back. Those are some things. I'm going to see TJ Dillashaw come back after his long suspension. I think he's going to have a tune-up fight and then be fighting again for the title real soon. There's a lot of things to look forward to, man. The UFC has a lot to offer this year. You're going to see Amanda Nunes. She's a champ, probably the greatest woman fighter in MMA history.
She was on AEW recently too, correct?
Yeah, she was with my man, my favorite UFC fighter, Jorge Masvidal. They were out there with Dan Gilbert, the runner of American Top Team.
Yeah, he caught it in the ring. Remember?
Yeah, he did. He caught it real clean, man. But I'm looking forward to it, man. You know, I love UFC. I love watching this stuff. And Brian Ortega versus my boy, the Russian cat. I forgot his name. He's got about Litashenko. That's going to be a good fight. They're doing the Ultimate Fighter right now on ESPN Plus. UFC's got a lot to look forward to this year, man. A lot to look forward to.
I'm looking for Zhang Wei Li's next fight.
Oh, you like Zhang Wei? You like Zhang Wei?
I like Zhang Wei Li. She the one that lost to Rose Thug
Nunez. She got lit up.
Rose Thug Nunez. I'm looking forward to her next fight. I want to see Wei Li bounce back from that, and I'm also looking forward to Whittaker and Adesanya. I'm looking forward to John Jones' next fight for the heavyweight fights. I'm looking for that. I'm looking for Glover Teixeira. I'm looking for Glover Teixeira's next fight.
I think he's getting the hose, man. Yeah, I think you're right. He's getting ignored a lot. I think you're right, man. My man said Derek Lewis and Ngannou got cancer. I think you're right. I think it's for the intern title. I think it's Derek Lewis versus that new guy Kane, who fought a couple weeks ago.
Gagne.
Yeah, Kane Gagne, right? That guy, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, Kane
Gagne. He's nasty. He used to train with Francis Ngannou, and they're gonna fight. And he might be, man. I don't think so. They already fought twice, so we're never gonna find out, Steve Redman. And I'm gonna piggyback up what Steve Redman said earlier. GSP used to be, a good guy. I think he was good after he beat Johnny Hendricks, though, and he won that title and he retired. And once they started testing real hard for steroids and stuff, you look at GSP nowadays, and he looks a little smaller, a little shade of his former self. Wouldn't you agree, Todd Woods?
USADA is for real.
Yeah, so I can say, I once say it's USADA, all of a sudden, Georgie Pudding Pie from up there in our northern counterparts. I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything, but yeah, the guy was a great fighter, man. I agree with you, Steve Red, man. He's a great fighter, but he's not the biggest draw ever in UFC. Unfortunately, I think Conor McGregor holds that title, man, and it was sad to see what happened to my man tonight. He did everything he could. He looked lean, he looked mean, he looked like a fighting machine. Ty Woods will tell you the same thing. He was light on his feet. He was moving like a butterfly, stinging like a bee. He ate a few good punches. It looked clean. It looked ugly. It was a great war for the first round. Herb Dean let everything ride. He did what he could, let the fight go. And there was unfortunately just a snippety snap of his ankle, man. And when you see it, like I said, man, we was looking away for 10 seconds. Me and Delz, we was enjoying it, and it just didn't look like anything happened. And next thing you know, fight's over. What the? Yeah. I mean,
But when I seen him do that, I said something's not right. Like that just looked so crazy,
Crazy, like a beefy ankle. It looked beefy, bro. And you said something earlier. You don't know what it is. It could be real bad. Could be
we have no clue what it is. This is just what we're getting from the live show, Joe, Joe and them were saying that freaking, it's his ankle. And then Joe's like, it's his leg. It's like, you don't know, they're just trying to figure it out, Joe Rogan and the guys, So it's like, this story is going to progress. If you watch on the playback, let us know more intel on everything. Share your thoughts on the fight. The playback is a major key. We love to hear what you guys got to say.
Major key.
And make sure to follow my Twitter. If there's anything y'all ever want me to go live, us live for, just hit me on Twitter and say, hey, go live tonight after this. And we'll do that. If there's any events, sporting events, just tweet me at DJ Delz and say, go live and gather up my bros right here and we'll freaking go live because we love that. Also, I got tons of awesome t-shirts. Make sure y'all pick up a t-shirt, man. Check them out. You'll love them. Check out the tees.
Definitely.
And I think we're gonna break up out of here, man. I think we covered everything, right?
I definitely think we did, Delz. It was a great night of fights. Great content to cover, man. What a time to be alive, brother.
Oh yeah, and we did a battle on the Sneaker Addict, youtube.com/the Sneaker Addict a couple of hours ago. And I'd love you guys to watch it. Once again, that's over at youtube.com/the Sneaker Addict. Go over there, check out tonight's battle, man. It was insane. And we talked about we have a sneaker show because we love shoes, sneakers, kicks, So we did a great episode tonight. So check that out if you're up and, you're not trying to go to sleep. But, yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Have a good night. Hit the thumbs up. Share this video. If this brought you any kind of enjoyment, any joy, you want to send the donos, there's the Cash App. Have a good night. Much love, everyone.